Welcome to World Traveler Cooking, where we cover interesting cuisines and interesting foods from around the world. Today we're going to cover yogurt, and we'll cover both the plain and a strained variety. So this will take quite a while. Plan ahead. So you do need to be around the house or wherever you're cooking for an extended time period, but it doesn't take a lot of work. So, in fact, we only have 2 ingredients. I have 2 liters of milk, and I'm going to use about a quarter cup of yogurt. About a few tablespoons. Doesn't take a lot, but those are our only 2 ingredients. Like many cultured milk dishes, this is actually really helpful to learn how to make at home. And once you do that, you can open up a bunch of different options for other things that you can make, including, for example, certain kinds of cheeses, which can be made from strained and compressed yogurt. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, our first step is we're going to heat the milk until it's quite hot to the touch, like about, I would say, about, let's say 180 Fahrenheit, which is, I'd have to double check where that is. I think that sounds like about 85 Celsius. We do not want to boil the milk, so we don't want to fully scald it. We just want to heat it up so it's quite warm to the touch. And then we're going to cover it and let it cool slowly. Once it's cool, then we will add our starter and we'll incubate it. I'm going to incubate it in an oven today with basically warm water in a warm water bath, but people will use coolers also. So it's kind of hard to see here, but after some time we are seeing it thicken quite a lot. And so pretty soon I'm going to go ahead and set this in the refrigerator to cool down. And then tomorrow I'll come back to do a taste test of the standard and also make a bit of strained yogurt. So sometimes I use these muslin bags, or no, these linen bags for cheesecloths. So I'm actually just going to put one in here. I'm going to fill it with some of the yogurt, and we will do some strained yogurt. So I have the bag folded so that it will work. Here's the cheesecloth. And we're just going to let it drain for a couple of hours, and then we'll be back. I'll do a taste test at that point for both the strained and unstrained version. So now it's been a few hours. I'm going to go ahead and try both of these. I'm noticing that the consistency is not quite what I expected, so presumably the heat and so forth could have been a little bit of a factor. I might not have heated up the milk enough quite to get the texture, the sort of classic yogurt texture, but this still seems really good. I'm going to try the strained variety first. Yeah, it's a little bit stringy, but as I say, the texture reminds me of sort of halfway between yogurt and fresh mozzarella cheese. Maybe like what's in a burrata. So we'll try that first. So despite what it looks like, and I suspect it will continue to congeal when it's in the refrigerator, the texture, once it's in your mouth, is very similar to a commercial yogurt. Just a little bit thicker. It's actually very, very, very nice. I definitely like this. I'm going to probably have it for breakfast tomorrow. And now for the unstrained version. It's even stringier. And I'm not really sure why this is. Again, my suspicion is heat. So this isn't as rich, but it's actually thicker, I think because the curd hasn't been disturbed as much. Again, I suspect if I heated it up a little more before I let it cool, that might have changed things. But as it is, it's quite good, and I will definitely enjoy all of this. Now, I'll stir myself a little more. Now, if you find this content interesting, you'd like to see more of it, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have anything to say about this video, love to hear from you. At any rate, recipes in the description. Bon appetit, and see you next week.